Good morning, good morning. This is Jacqueline Richardson, Miss JJ Diamond, Jackie Deja, whatever y'all call me. Hope everyone is doing well and almost done with their shopping and getting ready for Christmas. I wish everybody have a Merry Christmas. Yeah, I know I'm still sleepy. I'm yawning. I'm going to get up. Soon my allergies is going to start bothering me. It's the same old thing. Y'all know what it is. I had wanted to talk about balance on Friday, but I think I'm going to talk about it today because I experienced some things yesterday that really, really took me off the deep end, started giving me migraines. I haven't had migraines in over 30 years, maybe longer than that. Last time I had a migraine was when I was with my first husband. It used to stress me out so bad because we didn't have balance in our relationship. And he was going through a lot of things mentally that he was dealing with. So he put a lot of that pressure on me. And I went through something similar to that yesterday. And I haven't felt that feeling in such a long time. You know, when you feel a certain feeling that you haven't felt in a long time, it scares you. You know, you're like, oh, no, I got to get away from this. Ooh, fast, you know. So that's why I decided today to start talking about balancing your life and your relationships. When you start your day, you have to start your day saying, I'm going to be successful today, no matter what you're doing in that day. That's number one, You have to tell yourself that. You have to force yourself to have faith in what you are doing. Okay? Most of us, we work, whether we work in a job or we're working in business. You're still working. It doesn't matter. Like yesterday I was working with the business. And I think I was working with the business about Jesus Christ. Day before yesterday, I was working with the business for 5 hours. And then yesterday, I think I put in 5 hours. And it becomes a little stressful, so I have to have balance, And when I say I have to have balance, meaning a little work, a little self-care. After I finished working, I said, okay, I'm going to soak my feet, do something for me, You can't allow, this other thing I wanted to talk about too. We all know the holidays is coming up, And I noticed some women, when we was going through the COVID shutdown, the women were going crazy because they couldn't make it to the salon to soak their feet and do their nails and different things like that. And to me, it was heartbreaking because before nail salons and all that stuff came about, women gave they self-care. When my mom was coming up, there was none of that. She gave herself self-care. So, of course, I was taught to give myself self-care because she showed me how to give myself self-care. I don't have to run to the nail salon or the, to get myself fixed up. I don't have to do that. And that's a part of life balance. Knowing when to sit still and do things for yourself and love on yourself. You know what I mean? That's the problem. Everybody's becoming so dependent upon other things in the world. So they can't create life balance. So we have to learn to sometimes set those things that look important aside and become important to ourselves. And tell ourselves that we have to have balance in life. We must have faith that having a balanced life will get us through. Now, I live my life, how can I say it? I try to do the same thing every day, repetition, okay? I try to do it every day the same way. Reason being is because then I can keep on schedule of what I'm doing and why I'm doing it, okay? It's not easy, but once you get the hang of it, it becomes easier and easier. You tell yourself, okay, what I have to do. You could write a list of the things that you need to do in a day that needs to be done every single day. Not the stuff that you're throwing in there because today you got an appointment or today you want to do your hair. And, the things that you're going to do every single day repetitively. Those are the things that you're going to write down to try to have life balance. Now, like when I was in a relationship, it was difficult for me to have life balance because my mate, he worked at night, I worked during the day. So when he came home, he was trying to go to bed. Okay? When I came home, I was cooking dinner. So I was still able to give him a little balance, but he couldn't give me the same in return because he would just jump straight to go to bed. So I asked him, why would you go to bed as soon as you come home? If I'm home, give me my time, then you go to bed. Because when I come home, I give you your time. I make sure your dinner's done. I feed you, talk to you for a few minutes, and then I might go to bed because you're getting ready to go to work. So in relationships, you have to balance that out as well. Set time aside for your mates. Because then it becomes like you're not even in a relationship. So everything has to have balance. Even the food we eat, you have to have balance with that. People say, oh, stop eating sugar. For what? As long as I have balance, I'm going to be okay. I don't have sugar diabetes. So why is it I need to stop eating sugar? The same with salt. Like me and a man had a discussion. We was out and about, and we were talking about some drinks. And he said, oh, don't drink this one because this one got so much sugar. I said, well, I don't have a problem with sugar. I said, I have a problem with the salt. I don't like too much salt. He said, yeah, that's right. He said, everybody's different. Some people's with the salt and some people's with the sugar. I ain't know this man from Adam, but he knew. Okay? We have to have balance with everything we do, including drinking water. People think that, you can't drink too much water. You can, because your body retains water. So by your body retaining water and then you drinking so much water, it can literally make you sick. So this is why we must have balance with everything we do and not overdo things. Now, I talked to somebody yesterday, and they had said to me that, they always helping people or whatever the case may be. And the people are always hurting them, And the reason why I'm bringing this up is because I had to explain to him that we get addicted to different things in our lives. And that's one of the things that we can get addicted to. We can get addicted to almost everything that's out here that we do too much of. Okay? Just like when I used to run. I never had a million thoughts in my mind that if I ran every single day, twice a day, yeah, I would be fit, but that I would get addicted. And that's a healthy addiction. But it can also hurt you. It hurt me. It tightened up my stomach so much to where I didn't get hungry. I could drink some water and I felt full. I got dehydrated and forgot. And got sick. But my body still told me I need to run. because my body was addicted. So this is where we have to have the balance. Okay? If you don't have balance, you're going to become an addict to whatever you're doing. Okay? Some things you want to become an addict to. And some things we really don't. Okay? Now, if it makes you feel good, I'm not saying you want to become an addict, but sometimes we need that in our lives. Just like how people with drugs, they use the drugs, they feel good, they say, oh, I need this in my life. And that's how they become an addict, because they like that feeling. The same way with eating food or running or anything that we do, and we do it excessively. We have to create balance. If you're the type of person that likes to read, if you're only reading for 15 minutes a day, then put it at a balance where you're just reading 15 minutes a day instead of an hour a day or a half an hour. Make it a half an hour so you won't get addicted to reading. So you won't get addicted to watching TV. You make sure that you watch one TV show, you cut it off. For everything in our lives has to be balanced. Everything. Or we would fall victim to that good would turn bad. And then when you have other people in your life, say friends, mates, you have to create that balance for them as well. Because you got to spend time with your friends and your mate. Because then they won't be your friend or your mate anymore. They'll find another friend or mate. And that's just the way it works. So this is why we have to create balance for everything we do. You can't get used to... Who said it best? I think it was... who was it that said it? That you have to make your life uncomfortable in order to achieve. Because once you get comfortable with something, I'm trying to explain it so y'all can understand it, because some of the things that they say, I might understand, somebody else may understand, but the younger generation may not understand. So this is why I try to break it down as much as I can. Being uncomfortable with situations teaches us to make things better. Once you get comfortable with a situation and the way you doing things and the way your life is set up, it becomes boring. However, it's still comfortable. So you accept it, you accept that comfortability. Where if you make the situation uncomfortable, you're going to always seek more comfort. Get where I'm going with this? You're not going to seek something if you're comfortable. You're only going to seek when you're uncomfortable. So certain areas of your life, you want to be a little comfortable, but then there's certain areas of your life you want to be uncomfortable. So that way you can seek more. And that's the way it works. Who said it? I'm trying to remember who said it. Steve Harvey. He the one that threw that out there. That you gain more when you're uncomfortable. And that's just the facts. Just like, okay, I go eat dinner. And I say to myself, okay, but I have to have balance. I don't want to eat until I'm full. Because I'm going to be uncomfortable in that situation because now my stomach hurts. So I'd rather stay a little bit hungry, just eat enough to help nurture my body, but not overeat. So I have my balance, but I'm still a little uncomfortable because I didn't eat until I was full. I ate enough to keep my body nourished. Now, I hope y'all follow me on that. This is why they tell us to eat like 3 times, every 3 hours, every 4 hours. Okay? Because we don't want to eat too much. We only want to eat enough to satisfy the hunger feeling. Once our brain tell us that we're no longer hungry, you no longer have to eat. But we have this addiction where we want to go in. We got to have these big plates of food, 2 and 3 plates of food, and just keep eating and keep eating. That's called the addictive behavior. Even though it's just food. But it can harm us. We have to have balance in a relationship. If a person is telling you, look, let's sit down, let's talk. Give them that time. Communicate your concerns and your balance. So that way you can come together on balancing